This is All India Radio Mangaluru. Dear listeners, in today's Talk in English program now, Mrs. Suma GR, Head of the Department of Biosciences, Bhandarkars Arts and Science College, Kundapur, will speak on the topic Microbes in Day-to-Day Life.
Microbes here and microbes there. Oh, microbes are everywhere. Though they are minute, some may affect our health in a minute. As we all aware that a single virus has shut out the whole world for few months and shuffled the life of people, created the terrible situation and made everyone to think about the microbes. Microbes or microorganisms are the small living creatures which cannot be seen by naked eyes. The existence of microorganisms is unknown to man till the basic concept of microscope introduced by Antony van Leeuwenhoek in the 17th century. The word of microorganisms consists of 5 groups of organisms, namely bacteria, fungi, viruses, protozoa, and microscopic algae. Each group of these microbes have their own impact on our day-to-day life. They are incredibly diverse and play a critical role in sustaining human life. From food production to human health and environmental processes, microbes are integral to human life in a variety of ways. As the sun rises in the east, the whole world feels peace with the melodious music of birds. We all get up and start our day by brushing our teeth. Why? Because the food particles remained in the teeth will be decomposed by the bacteria like Streptococcus mutans and lactobacilli present in our mouth and produce acid which may cause dental caries or tooth decay. To get rid of the added food particles and to avoid the growth of harmful bacteria, we need to brush our teeth. After brushing the teeth, our stomach gives a signal for the breakfast. The most popular breakfast foods are idli, dosa, etc. We should not forget the role of bacteria Pediococcus cerevisiae in bringing out the sponginess and sour taste to idli or dosa batter. This bacterium ferment the sugar and produce acid and gas which is responsible for sourness and sponginess of idli and dosa. So, one of the most significant ways that microbes contribute to human life is through the food production. Microbes are used to create a wide variety of foods and beverages, from bread and cheese to beer and wine. Many of these foods are produced through the fermentation activity of microorganisms. Fermentation is the process of oxidizing carbohydrates to produce principally organic acids, alcohol, and carbon dioxide. Microorganisms have been used for thousands of years to prolong the shelf life of foods and drinks through fermentation. Some of these preserved foods also have added health benefits such as improved nutritional values. Bacteria is the most common microorganism used in these processes, but yeast and other molds have been implicated. The most widely used bacteria in these processes are the Lactobacilli family, which break carbohydrates down into lactic acid. They are used to make curd, cheese, yogurt, and many such fermented dairy products. Other common bacteria used in the fermentation process include Acetobacter and Bacillus. Yeasts from the Saccharomyces family are used in making alcoholic drinks such as beer and in baking. Saccharomyces cerevisiae is the most widely used yeast and plays an incredibly important role in food and drink industry. On the other hand, many microorganisms are rich in proteins which themselves act as good food for human beings. Mushroom, yeast, spirulina are the best examples for protein-rich microbes, which can be consumed as our protein sources. Without these microbes, we would not have many of the delicious foods that we enjoy today. Microbes also play a critical role in maintaining human health. Our bodies are home to trillions of microbes, collectively known as microbiome. You might be surprised to hear that your microbes actually outnumber your own cells. Each human body hosts 10 microbes for every human cell. These microbes help to digest food, produce essential vitamins, and maintain a healthy immune system. In addition, some microbes are classified as probiotics. Probiotics are the live bacteria and yeast which promote health and well-being by aiding digestion, boosting immunity, and fighting harmful bacteria. Microbes also contribute to the development of medicines and vaccines. Antibiotics are the most important gift of microorganisms which are useful in treating many diseases, while vaccines derived from the microbes are used to protect us from getting infected. Antibiotics are the substances derived from the microorganisms and are detrimental to other microorganisms at very low concentration. Beyond their impact on food production and human health, microbes also play a critical role in supporting environmental processes. Let us think a while that our world is free from microbes. Then what happens? Yes, all the dead remainings of plants and animals will be deposited on the ground. We would have to jump the dead bodies to move from one place to another place. Of course, it's very hard even to imagine. Fortunately, the microbes are involved in the decomposition of organic matter, breaking down of dead plant and animal materials, and the recycling of nutrients back into the ecosystem. Microbes also contribute to the health and productivity of plants upon which we directly or indirectly dependent for our food. For example, nitrogen-fixing bacteria can convert atmospheric nitrogen into a form that plants can use, helping to reduce the need for synthetic fertilizers. Microorganisms have been heavily exploited for waste treatment and bioremediation over the last decade. They have been used in sewage treatment, industrial effluent treatment, water recycling, etc. They have been used in sewage treatment, industrial effluent treatment, water recycling, etc., thereby preventing pollution of water bodies. Bioremediation refers to use of microbes to clean up the pollutants and toxic waste produced by various industrial processes, chemical spills, toxic waste sites, oil spills, etc. Many microbial bioproducts such as enzymes are used even for improving the quality of life. For example, they are used in drain cleaners to remove clogs without adding harmful chemicals to the environment, in detergent formulations, and many more. Microbes have also been used in control of insect pests in agriculture. Bacillus thuringiensis is one of the best examples for microbial pest control. Use of microbes rather than chemical pesticides prevents the environment from harmful effects of chemical pesticides. Just like having two faces in a single coin, microbes too exert adverse effect on human life. Though many microbes are used in the production of food, many are responsible for spoilage of the food. Microbial spoilage of food can be defined as the process in which food becomes unsuitable for human consumption due to the growth of microorganisms. This definition is associated with losing quality attributes such as taste, texture, color, and nutritional value. Microbial spoilage of food increases undesirable sensory properties, including odor, taste, or sight. The spoilage can be related to specific quality parameters or safety issues. It is estimated that 30% of food is likely to be spoiled to some extent before they reach the table. The conditions under which the food has been handled during transportation, storage, and retail distribution leave it more vulnerable to spoilage microorganisms. Some microorganisms can use our food as a source of nutrients for their own growth. By growing in the food, metabolizing them, and producing byproducts, they not only render the food inedible but also pose health problems upon consumption. Many of our foods will support the growth of pathogenic microorganisms or at least serve as a vector for their transmission. Food can get contaminated from plant surfaces, animals, water, sewage, air, soil, or from food handlers during handling and processing. The consumption of such spoiled food leads to a gastrointestinal disturbances called food poisoning. In majority of the cases, food poisoning is not fatal as it recovers without any treatment. Certain food poisoning, like botulism, is a rare but serious type of food poisoning caused by the bacterial toxin that attacks the body's nerves and causes difficulty in breathing, muscle paralysis, and even death. Vast number of microorganisms are responsible for the diseases in man, which ranges from common flu to deadly diseases like HIV/AIDS, cancer, etc. Each type of infectious disease is caused by a particular type of microbe. For example, Salmonella typhi is the causative agent of typhoid. Mycobacterium tuberculosis is the agent of tuberculosis or TB. We can give n number of examples for the diseases caused by the microorganisms. They can be categorized into bacterial disease, viral, fungal, and protozoal diseases. Microorganisms can attack any part of our body and cause infection. Respiratory tract infections, urinary tract infections, skin infections, circulatory system infection, nervous system infection, etc. are the major infections caused by the microorganisms. Proper diagnosis and treatment of the diseases are absolutely necessary to save the life. Emergent diseases like chikungunya, Ebola, swine flu, dengue, COVID-19 are most serious and global health impact of microorganisms. Not only man but also animals and plants are suffering from microbial diseases. More recently, we heard that thousands of cows died due to lumpy skin disease in Karnataka. Our domestic animals are most often suffer from diseases like anthrax, foot and mouth, skin infections, etc. Blight of rice, blast diseases of rice, cholera of areca nut, bud rot of coconut, etc. decrease the yield of our major plantation crops and cause a great economic loss. While microbes are integral to human life, they also present challenges and opportunities. Harmful microbes like bacteria, viruses, and fungi can cause diseases and infections, posing a significant threat to human health. Proper hygiene practices like washing hands, cleaning surfaces, and cooking food thoroughly can help to prevent the spread of harmful microbes. On the other hand, microbes also present opportunities for innovation and discovery. Many antibiotics and other drugs are derived from microbial sources, highlighting the potential for further research and development in this area. Microbes are also being explored for their potential applications in biotechnology, with researchers exploring ways to use microbes to produce biofuels, plastics, and other products. As our understanding of these diverse and complex organisms continues to evolve, it is essential to recognize their importance and support continued research and exploration into their potential applications. With ongoing scientific research and innovation, we can continue to unlock the potential of microbes for the betterment of human life and the planet as a whole. Understanding the role of microbes can help us to maintain good health and hygiene practices, as well as appreciate the importance of these tiny organisms in our world.
Dear listeners, you have just heard Mrs. Suma GR speaking on the topic Microbes in Day-to-Day Life. That broadcast came to you from the studios of All India Radio Mangaluru.